Detours. Brought to you by Sports and Spokes, the magazine for wheelchair sports and recreation. Wheelchair Rugby gets underway August 29th, and it promises to be one of the most competitive games ever. 2.0 class player Mason Symons will be making his first trip to the Paralympics with Team USA. 2s and 2.5s there. It would seem to me that there'd only be subtle differences between the two, but what is the role of the 2.0 on the floor?
Oh man, to kind of be the brains on the court to help. And it's kind of funny because I don't think I have much brains, but try to take that thinking process off of our workhorses. And let those guys work. For me, it's be big, be tall, be strong, make the right reads, the right passes, the things of that nature.
How long have you been playing rugby?
Since 2011.
All right, so you have well over a decade. You're going on roughly 15 years of play, and now you've made a Paralympic squad. What do you see as the differences between, the high-level club play, working your way up through the system, the farm clubs and whatever, and getting to the point where you're a Paralympian? What's the extra dedication? What can you isolate?
A lot of self-reflection. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to look yourself in the mirror. You have to listen to your peers and see what you have to work on. Take the constructive criticism and roll with it. Really truly listen to what they're saying. And you got to believe in yourself. Almost 10 years to make the USA team, 12 years to make the Paralympic team. It's an honor to wear the red, white, and blue. And I'm just trying to continue to keep going up.
We talk a lot about who some of the key players are in the game, and every time I ask who are some of the greats, I always hear Chuck Aoki. But I know Chuck brings a lot to the table, but who are some of the other great players you've seen in your more than a decade of playing?
USA or like worldwide?
Just in general.
Okay. You got Chuck Aoki as a high pointer. You got Jeff Butler as a 0.5, one of the best 0.5s to do it. You got Riley Batt and Chris Bond out there in Australia. You got Yike and Ike in Japan. A bunch of low pointers. It's truly there's too many to without discrediting anybody. I don't want to make it look like I'm taking away from any people, but there's quite a few, and yeah.
We'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsor, Sports and Spokes magazine. For nearly 50 years, they've produced stories on iconic athletes performing at the top of their game, given generational coverage of sports dating back to the 1970s, and they've shown the way with exciting and timeless magazine cover shots. To stay on top of all the latest news from the world of high-performance adaptive sports, go to sportsandspokes.com. Sports and Spokes, the magazine for wheelchair sports and recreation. Only 8 teams get that really illustrious spot of making it to the Paralympics, and you guys are coming in, silver medal last time. What are going to be the expectations? Obviously, desire is to get the gold, but what more has to happen for you guys to push up over the top?
We believe in each other. This team has gone through a lot of adversity in the last year in different tournaments, and I'll just leave it at that. We believe in each other, and in order to get over the hump, we need to continue to do that and trust our process. And all of us have very unique skills, and we, on the court, trusting that we can do our roles and not trying to do more than we need to. I really think that that's going to put us over the edge. We're hungry, and we're ready to show the world what we can do.
Okay, a couple of fun questions now. Well, maybe not fun. Worst injury over the course of your 15 years? I keep hearing fingers. Others besides that, or is it always pinching and banging those fingers?
Just in the last year and a half, I had a torn subscapularis tendon in my shoulder. I shattered my pinky and had to get pins put into it. Shattered this finger, and this finger right here got cut off when I was in the gym lifting weights. A weight wasn't on the top rack right, and I leaned to do some rows, and it fell off and cut the finger off at the tip. That one was probably the most dramatic, because I'm sitting there and I'm like, that did not just happen. As my finger flies through the air and blood's squirting around, I pick up my finger and I'm like, oh my gosh, that happened. And then, so it was entertaining, but
I'm glad you're calling it entertaining. Hardest hitter in rugby?
Oh, man. I got to go with my boy Zion. The kid's he's a tank. He's 17 years old. This is his first Paralympics also. He's on USA. I mean, the kid can hit. And he got some weight to him, so the kid can hit pretty hard.
In every sport, a team looks for a tiny advantage any way they can. Football, they'll grab a jersey to save a tenth of a second. What are some of the more, I don't want to use the word dirty, but questionable plays you've seen out on the court?
Oh man, low pointers. They love to grab a wheel. Like you'll go to push past them and they'll put their hand back here like this and hit your wheel, so it turns you into the low point. Or for me, because I'm tall, I kind of have an advantage of catching the ball over people. They'll reach up and hit my arm, or I'll go throw and they'll hit your elbow to try and knock it off pat. So stuff like that.